school, actually.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
Here we go. 3, 2. Welcome to Florida Men on Florida Man with Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends and lore and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida. Well, welcome to episode 279.
Wow.
If you heard that gorgeous voice,
Harmony.
the owner of that voice is the same person that owns Studio on Main in beautiful downtown Lakeland. Josh Vasquez, how are you, sir?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow. And that business is easy to remember. And I just want to point out that Wayne's practiced it 5 times.
And
then-
even though that it's Studio on Main, it's
Yep.
MAIN and it's a salon, so it's not MAYNE.
Okay.
Oh.
Because we're not cheesy.
yeah, that's
But you
kinda
could have
cheesy.
been.
It's
Yeah.
literally Main Street. It's for the people that like Studio. It's Studio on Main. It's on Main
Yeah,
Street.
it's classy.
Yes.
What is up with stylists and those folks who make names that just are very like cheesy and insulting? You know what I mean?
Okay.
You mean
Most
like
of
you
them.
mean like a salon that could be called Curl Up and Die? No offense. No offense.
Oh
I
my
love you.
goodness.
I
We're
love you, and
talking
you know who you are.
a
But I'm always
Reliant
just
K
like this.
song.
That is super creative. We love it.
Right.
But I have too many close friends in this industry, so I can't
As
talk about
As a
other salons in the area that are.
as a man that has a mom that I don't talk to,
Okay.
but she owned a salon,
She did.
and it was on Highway 27,
And what was it called?
Hairway 27.
Well, that's appropriate. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
well there
That's
we go. We got
appropriate.
approval.
Like,
You
Their
can-
hairway to heaven.
Mom, if you're listening, you probably are.
Mom, if you're out there,
Yeah, you
admit-
can reopen under that name.
yeah.
Here's the thing about that, though. I do feel it has gastropub energy, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
just that kind of like we're trying.
Excalibur,
we're trying
where
to
you throw an axe.
It feels just kind of cheese.
We're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. I think you meant like where you like it has that energy, like where like you get your hair done and then you just throw an axe.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's what
though.
Yeah, it would be kind of sick.
I'm not against that.
We just finished your highlights. Do you want to throw an axe? Like that would be
Yeah.
great.
I think it would be kind of cool. The beginning of this episode is super bitchy. Can we just say that?
Wow.
There's a gay
Oh
guy
my
on the show.
goodness.
This is what
You had
happens.
to say the B word?
Give us a list of companies. No, while we're at it, we hate Disney. So they don't
Well,
pay.
not Red Shirt Day.
No, true.
Amen.
Yes, and not
Normally.
splay days.
Thank you. I got to laugh in the
Splay
crowd.
blaze.
Yeah.
Since we're making
Well,
things
they don't pay our bills anymore, so we can
don't.
say whatever.
No.
we want.
Fair.
That's true.
Josh, you brought some headlines.
Me?
No. See, that's the conundrum, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
It's not about you right now, okay?
Wow.
So we're gonna do
This is uncomfortable.
we're gonna do an ad break, but when we come back, how many headlines do you have for us?
I have 3.
3, 2.
And we're back.
Yes.
So we're super
Wow.
excited to talk about headlines right now.
I am.
I have 3 of them, which I was told to bring. My first one is, are we
Okay.
ready? Are we ready? Say yeah.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Did you say yeah out there? Good, because I heard you. So my first one is this. Florida man pops open beer during police encounter because it was cold and he wanted to drink it.
I love
Well,
it
if you're
so
parked,
much.
I believe the rule is okay.
If you're what?
You take the keys out.
Yes.
And you're in park. I can crack a beer.
I think ask our lawyer Nathan if that's possible. I think it's right. I think we're allowed to do whatever we want as long as we tell the cops that we were kidding or
It's a prank.
that it's a prank.
Yeah.
Okay, so the problem is that this guy was in his home, and then the neighbors complained about him. So the police show up, and then he
lost.
exited his home and fired multiple shots in the area of the officers.
Incredible.
And with that being said, the police came in, they pointed guns at him and said, "Stay right there." A police officer could be heard telling McPeak with guns drawn, "I'm cracking this beer, okay? I'm not going to bother you." McPeak responds, "This beer is cold, sir, and I want to drink it."
Yes. Can we just say
100%.
McPeak?
McPeak.
McPeak is his
yes.
name?
My man. Okay, so
Okay, that's
I'm
weird.
in the privacy of my own
Yeah,
home.
that sounds like a fake name.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm Joe McPeak.
I'm in the privacy of my own home. I want to have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
My neighbors are being tattletales. That's fine. The cops come. I want to shoot off a couple of rounds. So far, I'm not
Yeah.
hearing any crimes.
It's a celebration.
100%.
Well, it's Florida, so you can do that.
Cinco de
You're just like
Mayo.
this.
Pop some off.
Pew, 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 pew.
I think you have to say there's a home invader, and then you can blast them off.
Yes.
Well, also, I just feel like the topics that I brought, like I low key kind of like feel there's like 2% chance of like, I mean,
It could
it
happen.
was cold.
yes.
Yeah,
It
thank
was
you.
cold.
Yeah,
I'm not
I had
opposed
to
to
pop
it.
some off because it was cold.
I'm not a beer guy, but
Yeah.
if I do drink it, it's got to be like almost frozen, like that cold.
So imagine you
Yeah.
get that in your hand and you've got 4 cops.
I
being like,
haven't
come
had
on,
one
with your
in
hands
forever.
up. And you're
Yes.
like, oh,
I'm good.
I just had a
I
hard,
need this beer.
Yeah,
I
can
said
we
a hard day at the
cancel this?
factory.
right?
That's my thing, dude. Is the cops are always being so nosy because it's like He's in his house.
What
And
was the crime originally?
He was causing commotion.
Okay,
Just
having a
drinking?
good time.
Yeah. The neighbors were like, "Hey, something's going on." Shots could be heard on and yeah, I guess he was just firing multiple shots in the area of the officers. Yeah.
Huh. As a man who's also a neighbor
yes.
to people.
Come on. Aren't we all?
McPeak
Yeah.
did not have the gun on him at the time of the arrest, but officers found 2 handguns, one being a 38 special revolver
I don't know.
with a spent shell casing. I don't know what this means, but I mean, obviously it's important.
Yeah.
He was arrested.
I don't know what it means either, but it's turning me on.
Volusia County.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, 38 special.
That's a cowboy gun.
One of my
believe.
favorite.
So you know what that is. I said that right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just feel like, man, again, why have a gun if you can't shoot it off? I don't. I'm
Wow. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. I think there's a place for that called a shooting range.
true.
Oh,
And that is
yeah.
the
Well,
issue.
Yeah.
That I.
And like you just don't
But
want to
you
be
can't
like
shoot up.
cooking dinner and then hearing blah 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 blah, and then you're just like, oh no.
Unless you work next to a recording studio, and then you know it's some fire beats coming. It's some tracks. Coming.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
with you.
I don't know. We tend to find whatever way we can to be against the cops.
Yeah.
So we're just like, mind your business.
Okay, if it's been 10 minutes or more and I'm still hearing like pop-offs,
Yeah.
Right.
like
Maybe
let
it's
me
not a gun.
enjoy Steve Harvey and Family Feud. Okay.
Yes.
You're like this. Oh, they're having a good time. Oh wait, someone might be dying.
Yeah.
I've got my
it's
dinner tray,
inconvenient.
my TV
Yep.
tray. I've got my microwave meal.
Yep,
I
I got
just
the-
sat
the
down.
penguin-
Hungry man.
I
The
just
penguin
sat down,
kids
yeah.
meal.
Just microwave.
Yeah.
It's Volusia County. They're definitely eating
kids
on like a dinner
cuisine.
tray
Oh, they got kids cuisine and
McPeak-
light blue trays.
McPeak's popping off again.
with
next
penguin
door.
nuggets.
He's like, oh, I got the wrong answer.
So who do we side with here? I need to be told what to believe. So
The
who
neighbor.
Okay, the neighbor. We're siding with the neighbor who told the cops.
Well, that was a step too far, I believe.
Yeah.
Josh?
I think we're siding with justice
Yes.
because at
Just
the end of the
us.
day, I don't want nobody shooting around my game.
Yeah.
bullets come down.
Bullets come down. They go through walls. They go everywhere. So that's yeah.
Bullets go down, money goes up.
I'm minutely siding for that cracked cold beer
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, like
What
know what I
beer
mean?
is it, though? What beer do you picture?
oh,
We're not
God,
getting
it's
paid for this.
It's definitely Schmatty Schmlight.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
This guy gets it.
Wow.
Yes.
He gets it.
Is it in a can or a bottle?
Do you not know what this?
A Schmatty Schmite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
I
never been like at the bottom of the barrel in your life before?
I don't drink poverty beer. I only drink.
The show's doing pretty well, Josh.
Well,
I mean,
you know,
Yeah.
clearly I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah.
He was like, "What kind of wine do you want?" I'm like, "What? It's something that rhymes with my name, but like the cheapest one they have."
Yeah.
No, listen, we appreciate it. I'm gonna headline number 1 is great. I'm gonna give it an A, but I want to say that I'm siding with McPeak, and I don't know why. I feel like he's got energy that I want to be around.
Right,
I
fair.
think he's giving you an A because you're a new guest. I'm going to give it a D.
First of all, I feel like you're both justified because that's where I'm at. I'm 50-50 with both. So this
Okay.
is perfect.
B minus.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
lined
like
up.
this. I'm here for the neighbor who's eating their hungry man
Yes.
microwavable dinner
Yes.
Wow,
on their
kids
dinner
cuisine.
tray watching
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
Well, let's not talk about TV trays because
Yeah.
at 38, I bought myself a present
Yeah.
for my
Okay.
birthday, and it was
So
a
you can
$50
eat dinner in the living room and
TV.
watch Steve
Yeah.
Harvey in there. Okay.
Oh, I ate dinner in the living room no matter what.
Right.
But the TV tray
You're
made
like,
it.
I just upgraded from the towel on my lap.
Yeah,
to a
TV
dinner
tray with slide out cup holder made it more convenient.
How else are you gonna watch Sons of Anarchy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be.
How was I going to watch anything on FX?
Yes.
Is that still channel 60?
I don't even know.
I mean,
wasn't
Pawn
allowed to
Stars
watch
is
it.
all
Like
I had
referring
on
back
loop.
to my Nip Tuck days when I was in high school.
No, Nip Tuck's incredible.
Yeah.
Remember that when they had like the serial killers?
Oh, Dexter is what you're thinking.
No, it was like season 4. They went like full like serial killer. Like he was going after people who were getting plastic surgery.
The only thing I could remember is like the gayest reference that like straight guys will never remember.
Oh, I'll remember.
I'm
Don't
like this.
worry.
Try us.
Famke Jensen.
Never
Oh,
heard
big
of him.
fan.
Huge fan. Phoenix from X-Men.
No.
See?
Phoenix?
Judging.
I'm more
Jean
of a
Grey.
Gambit guy.
She was Jean Grey from X-Men.
Oh, Storm?
Yeah, no, Famke Jensen. Okay, you know what? So the next title that the next
Headline 2.
Catwoman?
okay, I'm gonna beat you with this mic. Am I doing the next one? This was fun.
Yes. Yes.
Next article is Florida man gets flesh-eating infection after being bitten in fight.
Yeah. Whoa.
Wow, flesh-eating infection is what you
Donnie
want.
Adams, a 52-year-old from Tampa Bay in Florida, I like that they said in Florida, noticed a quarter-sized bump on his left thigh a few days after he had been bitten by a family member during a scuffle, if you will.
Yes.
Having initially gone to HCA Florida Northside Hospital in St. Petersburg on February 14th for a tetanus shot and antibiotics, his condition worsened. By the third day, my leg was very sore. I couldn't walk. It was very warm and
It's
very
changed.
painful. Very warm is what like grosses me out. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
ooh, how
Ew,
warm is it for
warm.
you
Because
to
they're
like?
gonna have to amputate.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It's weird to change perspective. Like I was in the perspective of the news teller,
Yes.
and now I was the person.
Who's hot?
Yeah.
Hot leg.
Or if you're
My
like, how
leg
do
is
you
hot.
approach your friend like that? Like, hey, I think I have something like,
You bit
can you
me.
touch my leg and see if it's warm?
Yeah.
It's like,
Warm?
well, can I put like a thermometer behind your like knee
No.
and can you close your leg to
Touch
see if
me
I
with your
Like I
wrist.
forgot to tell you, my cousin bit me the other day,
That's gross.
and now my leg is hot.
family members shouldn't bite.
They shouldn't bite, but sometimes they do.
Why?
Don't they? No, Josh. I have a couple mamas.
Me?
No, new Josh. I have a couple
Mamas.
mamas, and one of them is a biter. And when we go,
Well, she got new dentures. She was trying them out.
yeah, so she can't help it.
mama.
It's just like on a spring. It's like when you see her.
Yeah.
And if you get
What's
near,
the Christmas soldier that bites the nuts?
wood
The
chopper?
nutcracker.
Nutcracker. You know whenever
Wayne's
you
nickname in high school.
yeah, you know when you see a horse, like you want to feed it, but they're
yeah.
so cute, but
they come at you teeth
they
out.
yes, they can't control it. That's my mama. Like you have to feed her, don't you,
Yeah.
legally? But
Just
like,
grab barrels of hay to feed her.
yeah.
Yeah, she could trim tile down to fit it around the toilet if she needed to.
So this person died. You said.
No, he didn't die.
Okay.
It required around 70% of the tissue of his left leg between his knee and his groin to be cut out.
So nasty.
Okay, that's
He says,
sweet meat.
Adam says, they assessed
Oh,
my
no, it's an
wounds.
Adam?
And it was it's an Adam. They assessed my wounds and it was very horrific. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable in my mind. I just had to get through whatever this was.
And people are afraid of like COVID and stuff. Imagine like if this was like
This cousin is just loose biting people.
yes, just
Like, how do they make it to your thigh? Like, how are they even on that
Did
level?
he have rusty like incisors or something?
or maybe they were just a tiny human. You know what I mean? Well,
Maybe just they were thigh level.
yeah, they just looked over.
And they're
and was
like,
like that's why I always wear jeans or like chainmail. And it's any kind
I
of
risk
mesh
it.
protection.
Yeah.
Risk it for the bite.
4-inch seam.
Yeah, I wear
not tonight.
Umbro's 4-inch seam.
Right.
I've been to some clubs where I feel like a bite could happen tonight, but that's also
Blade. When you
Yes.
went to Blade.
or like you go to Ebor. You know how like if you're in Ebor and you're like
The castle?
This is fun, but I might get stabbed.
I don't know.
And that's the energy I'm looking for at all times when I hang
Okay.
out. So if my uncle or cousin or how shall we say adopted somebody's sister wants to bite, okay, well it makes dinner more fun.
Right. You're like, tempt me with a good time.
Yes. All right. So they went to jail for having a bite or no?
No, they didn't go to jail. He just got
Who went to- yeah, nobody went to jail.
Nobody went to jail.
It was a friendly fight.
I'm conditioned
Yeah.
to believe in arrest. That's the thing.
I assume this happened in an above ground pool.
Well, it doesn't say specifically what happened. It's just that they worked on him.
No, not
a-
the treatment.
A
The
human
bite.
bite is dirtier than a dog bite as far as the kinds of bacteria that grow.
See, that's,
Not in my mouth.
They say that, but I don't believe it.
Normal bacteria in an abnormal spot can be a real problem.
if it happened in an above ground pool, the chlorine would have killed the infection though.
Adams had a lucky escape from the infection, but lost a large amount of his leg in the process of removing the infected flesh.
Anything to lose weight. Hey, man.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: if either one of you lost a decent percentage of leg meat, would you want to continue living?
I mean, if it gave me thigh gap,
Oh,
I'd be like, yes,
We're
I have
talking.
thigh gap. I'd be
Now we're
upset at the
talking,
other
yep.
side. I'd be like, oh, bite the other side.
But
yeah.
it's like,
Even me
it's
out.
uneven. Yes.
Yeah, even it out. I'd
Even
be like,
me out, baby.
yeah, the doctor, I'd be like this. I need thigh
Yeah,
gap. I need
the-
upside down
yeah,
triangle.
the other
Yeah.
half.
And then
yeah.
this guy would just be on tour, just biting people.
And then he would just walk real fierce because he has thigh gap.
No, the biter. I'm
Yes.
saying the biter would just be biting people, selling that bite. You know,
I'd
don't-
pay for it.
like-
like
don't-
rabies.
I don't want you guys to elaborate. I just want like a date or like a proximity. When was the last time you were bitten? Starting with from Josh.
Maybe 3 years ago
Okay, new Josh.
I was just bitten earlier today.
Incredible.
by a bobcat.
Do we need to say
though.
what it was?
A juvenile bobcat?
who
Is
was
it
it?
better than
My
that?
puppy. It was my puppy. My puppy bites. He's teething
Oh,
right now.
puppies are the worst.
What's their name?
His name is Gizmo,
That's cute.
aka Gizmodius Mizodius.
Well, that's better.
If I had that name, I would bite too. I feel
Yeah.
like a little
Yeah.
bit. No, but I saw him today on your IG.
Yeah,
Super
he's a
cute.
pain in the ass.
What
right
kind of
now.
dog is Gizmo?
He's a 3-pound Chihuahua. He's 5 months, and he's driving me crazy.
Does he pee everywhere?
No, but when I get like assertive, which I have to, and it's like I'm the bad guy everywhere I go because I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like for everything, and people
Yeah.
are like,
Oh, I don't
"He's
like
small."
that
People
either.
act like this dog has no choice of life or surviving, and I'm like, he has the finest of everything.
Yes.
He's so small that I provide him with the best of everything.
Well, what kind of collar does he have? Does
He
have-
doesn't wear a collar because he has a collapsed trachea, so he has to wear.
Okay,
a
so he's not the
harness.
best dog.
How dare you? He's the
Yeah.
bestest boy in the
Does he,
world.
does he have a CPAP machine?
Oh my God, that would be so cute. If he had a CPAP. Baby, it's time to go to sleep
His
now.
collapsed trachea.
Get a little CPAP machine, a little CPAP.
Would
And
you
then
be,
I'm like this, put like weed smoke in there.
would you be interested
my
in a
goodness.
15-year-old toy poodle?
No.
That
No,
has-
Oh my God, is that baby right there?
I wouldn't call him a
Oh
baby.
my
That is an
goodness.
old man.
you
See, I just did what people do to small dogs. They're
He's
like,
a
it's
pervert,
a baby.
But
You're
do
like,
you see the cancer on his back though? Like he's got show baby.
I felt it.
He's got it all around.
and I almost picked it.
It speaks
yeah,
to you.
no.
Like when
I
you
was like
see
this.
it.
Oh, this baby. I was like, oh.
You know how like
That's crusty.
the ring calls to like Bilbo, like
Uh-huh.
that's I just did that.
yeah.
That's
Ew.
that's the don't look that's how his lump speaks to me when I walk by.
Yeah.
like it just moans.
I know. I petted him and I was like, don't scratch it
there-
off.
he knows.
Don't scratch it off.
But you want to.
He's going to bleed.
like a scab.
He would bleed
it's-
out.
Yeah. It's a little scabby back. I know a couple guys like that.
Ugh. Ugh. That's the guy that bit the cut. The guy that bit.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Scabby back.
So headline number 2.
Okay, headline-
Leg meat gone.
What was our first one?
Our first one was McPeak.
McPeak shooting up the neighbors.
Yeah.
That's
Adam.
okay.
Adam.
Yeah. Lame corner.
Was that Adam or the second one was Adam?
Second
I
one
don't
was
know.
Adams.
Second one was-
He is in the shame corner.
Yes.
Yes. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right. Article number 3. Florida man allegedly waves gun at bartenders who told him bar was closing. Who
guns.
needs to leave?
He
you
said
need
that?
to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
If you have a gun.
Carlton Lacey,
yeah.
39.
Oh,
Well,
that's a good
Go.
age.
that's 39.
prime.
That's 39.
Mount
behavior.
Dora.
How white is he?
Do we have any Mount Dora in the house?
Hopefully
Post right
not.
now if you're from Mount
Hopefully
Dora.
not.
Here's the
Post
thing-
right now if you've been to Mount Dora.
Okay, Mount Dora is talking about that for years now.
I've never
Like-
been.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing there
Well,
but like
yeah.
a garden, I think, and like a school.
Yeah, in a bar.
And a sushi place that I found on Instagram that I really want to go to because I
Okay,
love
wow.
sushi.
So you researched the location.
It
That's
found
cool.
me.
But
Oh, how?
how did he wave it though? Because that's what I want to know.
Yeah,
Okay, well-
flippantly or like confidently?
One of the bartenders said she was telling patrons that it was time to leave, and Lacey allegedly grabbed the gun from his waistband and said, "Who need to leave?" He then waved the gun in the air in her direction, the affidavit said.
Oh, wow.
Then the other bartender asked Lacey to leave, and he responded by grabbing his gun from his waistband a second time and pointing it at her chest, the affidavit added. "Keep playing with me, boo."
Oh,
Lacey told the bartender, according to the affidavit, multiple witnesses confirmed to the
one.
police that they saw Lacey with a gun, waving it around inside and outside the bar in Mount Dora.
That's why I think those
Lacey denied having a gun or threatening the bartenders.
stretchy pants should be like mandatory if you go out.
So you
because
can
it's
see a
hard,
gun out
Yeah,
line.
it's hard to hold a gun in stretchy pants.
Or is it a gun?
I typically stare at
Yeah.
people's crotch and their pants
Yeah.
just to make sure they're not carrying a gun.
Wayne
You're
plays
like,
a
that
game
bulge is
called-
really gunnish.
Yeah, he plays
Yeah.
a game called Erection
I'm
or
like-
Gun.
Yeah, I'm like, is that a 38 special or a 38 special?
Or is that just Josh?
Oh, me?
yeah.
No, me. I'm first name Josh. You're second name
Sorry,
Josh.
Joshua.
So this person threw the gun probably into the woods, and then the cops get
What?
there and is like,
No, he
what
went to
gun?
jail.
We haven't gotten to the bottom of the article.
Went to jail.
You're right.
He said this.
Deputies were not able to locate a gun inside the vehicle or
Oh
in
my
the
gosh,
area where
it was
Lacey
an
ran.
erection.
That's the
Lacey
okay.
whole
remains in
time.
custody in Lake County with $21,000 bond.
That's not too bad.
That's what's messed up though. Is like they couldn't find the gun. How'd they prove it?
Oh yeah,
That's not in the article.
yeah. If you pull something big and black out
Yes.
and you point it at people,
Yes.
is it a crime? Fellas?
Hey, Joshua.
Oh my gosh, you're not supposed to come in there. That's my solo.
Florida on
actually.
Florida, man.
There it is.
So I usually try to center quizzes around the guest,
Now, welcome.
and I usually don't tell them that a quiz is coming.
Okay.
And you didn't know this was coming.
Yeah, not at all.
I mean, you had like 4 hours notice, but you didn't know the subject
Yes.
I don't.
or the questions.
Right.
I don't.
So as a stylist, I thought
Extraordinaire.
Extraordinary. Yeah. Sorry. It's written here. I just didn't read it. It's implied. So as a stylist, you work with hair. So I typed in the Google, I typed in Florida,
Okay.
comma, hair, comma, bring me results.
You use a Boolean. What's it called?
A Boolean loop.
Boolean
Yeah, I
points.
used a Boolean loop. And there's not a lot. Not a lot came back.
Okay.
I mean, not a lot that you wouldn't be surprised by. Of course, there was the marsh rabbit or the sooty sea hare. You know, that's that swimming mollusk.
Yeah, those are all
You
both new
just
words.
lost me like 3 seconds ago.
You said marsh rabbit.
Yeah, that's an animal.
we were
Marsh
talking
rabbit.
about hair, and then we
Hare,
were talking
yep.
about
Hare.
Oh, hair. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
like a play
I
on like
don't
sounds and stuff.
Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah,
Aaron Marsh
like,
rabbit.
like on Maine.
Oh, not MAYNE, but
I
like
see.
hair,
There we go.
like
Yep.
oh.
A prophet.
Hare.
I'm so glad we clarified.
Yeah, I'm a rabbit. And
I'm a
Can we
rabbit.
soundbite that, please?
I'm a rabbit.
Yeah.
So, or the sooty sea hare, which
Okay.
is a swim.
Sudi, see?
Yeah. Which is a swimming mollusk. Of course, everybody knows.
I thought it was like a Middle Eastern rabbit.
Yes.
Yeah, sooty.
It's
Yeah.
sooty.
Yeah, there's some
Shiite and sooty.
rabbits. Yeah.
But I did some more combing through the internet. I brushed up against a few interesting topics. Fellas, it's time. It's the time that you actually have been dreading.
Okay.
It's a quiz.
Let's go. I'm ready for anything.
All right, Josh is ready for a quiz. I'm not.
Again, me?
No, this Josh.
The people that are in question.
Okay, you. So while Googling hair and Florida, one guy came up a lot. And I believe he has a residence in Mar-a-Lago.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, Trump. He comes up, he pops up out of the Google searches like a cowlick.
Really?
That's a hair term.
I don't
Like
know.
a come over.
Like a comb over. The variations of his hairstyles, his parts, and his colors, and his possible hair transplants.
Okay.
There are various, tons of them. There's some research that shows like he has had some transplants over the last like 40 years.
Donald
Okay,
Trump.
okay.
Yeah, as technology moved forward,
Okay.
he had different work done. I don't know. I don't have it written
What?
down. I'm kind of improvising
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
But if you remember when Trump was booked for his crimes,
Yes.
he provided his details.
Yes.
6'3",
Yes.
215 pounds.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, so he's tall.
yeah, and strawberry or blonde hair, it said.
Or blonde.
Yeah. Now, the last two are disputed, the hair and the weight.
Yeah. 215 for that thick king.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
6'3".
Yeah. You seen the tennis photo?
Wow.
You guys got cake for days.
Yeah.
That bum is 215.
Preach, yeah. But another Florida transplant.
Is this still the question?
You know, this is,
I don't know where we're at right
this
now.
Is the preface.
I'm thinking
Okay,
about
good.
how thick.
This is the quiz. The quiz preface. I like to set you
You're
up.
setting it up. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just painting a lovely Picasso of
Yes.
Trump right now.
Definitely. Another Florida transplant whose hair and weight aren't disputed is Haas.
I'm coming. Come again? What?
Haas, Hoss.
Okay.
Oh.
Haas holds the record for largest ball of human hair.
Oh, I'm glad you
Okay.
ended that statement.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Huh. Although assembled in Ohio, Floyd's 99 Barbershops franchise, which is spread out through Central Florida, is actually recognized as contributing the most hair to Haas. Haas is a Guinness World Record holding ball of human hair. Fellas, how much does Haas weigh?
Okay. This is the question.
Yeah.
Question one. Fellas, how much does Haas weigh?
Okay.
Is it multiple choice?
It is multiple
Thank
choice.
God.
That was a long road to get there, but we're here.
Oh, it gets longer.
Okay.
On
By
question
all
two.
means.
he said.
By all means. By all means.
This guy.
Uncle John's.
How much does the Guinness World Record human hairball weigh?
Okay.
You see how this is relevant because you're a
Is-
stylist.
is- right.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
love it. How much does a human hairball weigh?
Does Haas weigh 102 kilograms? Does Haas weigh 2 tons? Does Haas weigh 16 stone? Does Haas weigh 225 pounds?
225 pounds.
I'm gonna go the stone one.
Wayne, 16 tons.
Yeah, the British measurement.
That's a great song. 16 tons is a great song.
That's a song.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. My pawpaw calls me Haas sometimes.
Yeah.
Like whenever I make him mad, he's like, "You better watch it, Haas."
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
I
What
I didn't realize
happens
he
next,
was talking
though?
and bites my leg. I didn't realize that
Where's
like
your thigh?
yeah, that this
Ew.
was like a the name of a giant hairball is Haas.
Yeah, giant hairball.
Also, my Puerto Rican brother-in-law is called Hosway.
No, that's Josue.
Sorry.
That's a J.
Wow.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That was very Caucasian. That was very
Thank you so
Caucasian.
much.
He's been working on that joke for a while.
I've been setting it up for 6 years. Yeah, I say stone.
16 stone,
Yeah, yep.
225 pounds. Let
Yeah.
me zoom in here for the answer. Those are the same, as well as 102 kilograms.
Okay.
The only wrong answer was 2 tons.
Thank God we didn't say that.
Haas, the human hairball, weighs 225 pounds.
So we both got it right.
Yeah, a human put this together for some reason.
Yeah,
and
well,
then-
according to my professionalism, I knew that was the answer.
yeah, you would know.
The only reason why I said the stone answer is because it felt right, and then I saw his confidence, and I just kind of piggybacked on it. I knew it was
Yep.
the same.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I blacked out halfway through you talking about it.
Because the Josh one.
And then I was just like, sure, we're going to go with this number.
well, you
But
caught the end. That was the most
if it
important
makes
part.
you feel better, I've had someone come into my salon
Oh,
with
my
something that's
gosh.
called a Jamaican bun. And if
Okay.
you're watching live right now, go ahead and correct me because I'm watching. So go ahead and tell me if I'm wrong. But a Jamaican bun was like a dreadlock, like size of like a grapefruit, bigger than a grapefruit, like knot of like hair,
yeah.
like on their
what
head.
did you do?
I first of all, I squeezed it and watched like years of conditioner coming out of it.
gosh.
And then it bit me right afterwards. Then I
should've
got a
put a cup
Band-Aid
under it.
and then I brushed it out.
Oh no!
But it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
I did, while researching
Lorelai
this,
McKenna, I love you.
I did see that actually the term Wix is a Haitian dread that was popularized in Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
Wix?
Wix.
W-I-X?
W-I-C-K.
I didn't think I was going to get that right.
Yeah. I mean, you were close. It was 50-50.
Those are one of those words that you're just like this. No, that's not the right spelling on the
Yeah.
first go.
It's not question 2, but it is the preface.
Okay.
For question 2.
Buckle up.
Preface.
When asked if Trump's weight was possible,
So this is all about Trump the whole time?
no, don't jump ahead. Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "Yeah, it's as possible. It's as much as possible as there is no climate change."
What?
Yeah, it's kind of like a word jumble. I don't
What
know.
does that even mean?
Look.
He was just saying it's not possible, but he said it in a very wordy way.
Yeah, because he's Austrian.
Yep. And I'm guessing
Can you say it like he does?
it is possible
Go ahead.
I bought my Wiener Schnitzel.
as a no climate change.
That's actually really good.
You're
mine or
good. You're
his?
good,
I
bro.
closed my eyes and thought that was him.
that I was here.
the governor of
Because
California.
of the pecs,
Yes.
probably. So I'm guessing that means Trump is a liar. I don't know. I don't know much about climate change. It's almost like the man needs some truth serum or something.
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger knows about truth serum because in 1994 he was administered truth serum. Question 2. In 1994, the hit action movie True Lies,
With Jamie Lee Curtis.
directed by James Cameron
Ooh,
with Jamie Lee Curtis.
yes.
Arnold plays Harry.
Her husband.
Harry, get it?
Yes.
Okay, because you,
Wait,
'cause you
Harry?
cut hair. Style hair. Harry
Adam, you crack me up,
Harry
honey.
Tasker is a traveling software salesman, but in actuality, he is a secret agent for the Omega Sector, a top secret U.S. counterterrorism agency. Fellas, what's the name of the terrorist organization that he's going up against in the hit movie True Lies?
Al Qaeda.
Is it?
ISIS.
Is it? I had told you once. I'm not going to tell you again. Is it the Habibi Bureau? Is it the Crimson Jihad?
Ooh, the Crimson Jihad.
Or is it-
God, this is hard?
The Dawn of Terror?
Whoa.
In the 1994 movie True Lies.
I just remember her dance in that movie. That's
Yeah.
all I got. Like
she put
I could never
nasty
forget
she
that.
wet her hair.
water.
She took the flower pot of flowers.
It was
dunked the
dirty
flowers
waste water.
out. Put the water
Slicked back her
threw the
hair.
water, the flower water in her hair, slicked it
Yeah.
back, and she did a little
Yeah.
pole dance on the bed, and I was
Which
just like
is weird.
this, and I was just like, I mean, it did it for me.
It
I felt
reminded
like it
me
was
of
for
that
me.
80s music video with the ladies with the red lipstick and the slick back
Yeah,
hair.
38 Special.
Yeah,
Is that what
playing the
it-
guitar.
Here's my
Yeah.
thing.
Yep, exactly.
I think Americans wouldn't have known what jihad was back in '94. So
The
Crimson,
Crimson
Jihad
Jihad.
probably
Okay.
wouldn't have made sense from like
Okay.
a story.
Yeah.
You're gonna guess
Plus,
it's
the Crips only
Ayatollah
go out
once?
as far as L.A. and like Philly. Like, they
Yeah.
don't go
Oh,
that
don't look
far,
over
yeah.
here at the answers. You're Wayne. Are you guessing it's Ayatollah once? I'm not gonna tell you again.
Yes.
Are you guessing it's Habibi Bureau or Dawn of Terror?
I think it's A. I told you once. I'm not gonna tell you again.
Okay. And Josh,
I'm gonna say Dawn of Terror.
Dawn of Terror. Okay, let me zoom in here.
That sounds scary.
It's actually the Crimson Jihad.
No.
No.
Yeah, they popularized the term jihad.
No.
Yeah, sad times.
No.
Sadly, Truth Serum is
Didn't stop 9/11.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
it's
it-
like when Wonder Woman
Yeah.
puts her lasso around you, and you have to say the truth.
I didn't watch that movie.
It's not that you don't want to, that you have to say the truth. It's just that when someone like so strong as Wonder Woman wraps you up, you
Gal
want
Gadot?
yes, you want to give her the truth.
And she speaks to you like this.
yes,
Yeah.
but
And
she's
you're like this.
but now we-
Fudge, I have to say something.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we both got that wrong. We're still tied 1-1.
Yeah, because it is Crimson Jihad.
Oh, it's a competition.
Oh, it's a competition. Yeah.
Oh, did you guys hear that? It's a competition.
The winner gets
She's a
another
national
sip
treasure.
of
Yeah.
wine.
Freaky Friday was her best performance, but let's not forget Lindsay Lohan, okay?
Wow. Back in the good old days. Yeah.
The current days, after her Christmas special on Netflix, shut up.
I
I'm
haven't
obsessed.
watched it.
Well, I cried.
Did she fall in love?
You knew it was going to happen,
I knew it was
and
gonna
if you
happen.
drink wine, you'll cry halfway.
She owns a bookstore.
Of course, I'm sad that Truth Serum is hard to get.
Yes.
And but hair
Is it real?
Hair serum, I don't know. I didn't.
Hair serum.
I wrote
I'm
it. I
currently
didn't
looking
ta-
at the hair serum of Sacred right now, which is Beyonce's line. It just came out
Go
right now, and I'm very excited for it because it has a lot of rice properties in it, which I'm very excited about because rice fills in the gaps in hair.
Yes.
So if you have a lot of damaged hair, that's something you want to do to condition and to refresh and to keep shiny.
Well, question 3.
Beyonce, what's up, girl?
You
We're
answered
backing
it.
you up, baby.
What does rice serum?
Nothing else.
What does rice serum do? You answered.
I
it.
said what I said.
Wow. 1 point for what does rice serum do?
I said what I said, and that's
Josh
Sacred.
gets it.
CECRED.
Pay this man.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Beyonce.
1 point. So yeah, hair serums all over the internet. Fellas. Question 3: if hair grows
Okay.
about a half an inch a month,
Yes.
and you have approximately 100,000 hairs on your head,
Okay.
Mhm.
how many miles of hairs grow in a year? Hairs grow?
Child, the girls feel me on this. It don't grow enough. It don't grow enough.
I'll give you some choices if you want.
Okay, give me choices, but I'll tell you what happens in real life. It ain't growing enough. It ain't hitting 3 miles. That's for damn sure.
Not enough.
It's not Lake Hollingsworth
Not enough
status.
is one of the answers. Is it under a mile?
Okay.
Is it approximately a mile? Is it enough to go to the moon and back? Because you have 100,000 hairs.
Okay.
Is it more than 7 miles?
Is that a biblical answer?
Possibly.
I think it's not.
Half an inch a month times 100,000
Yeah, but
then
that's
divided by miles.
yeah, but no, you're wrong. They're all growing at the same rate.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it still counts if you add them together.
No, it doesn't, because if they're all growing at the same rate,
No, that's you're thinking total length. But if you cut
so
the
it's
half
like
an inch,
it's like the Mr. Potato Head, like when you
Yep,
put the clay in
yep,
it,
you shave it.
and then you press it
then
down,
you
and,
put
it
'em
all
end
grows at
by
the same
end.
time.
but you put them end by end, how far does that grow?
Oh, you're putting end by end. That's different.
Yeah, I
I
meant to
think-
say that end by end.
Yeah, that makes a
sorry.
big difference.
in by in, it's not a mile.
Not enough, Kim
Under
Russell.
a
You're right.
mile.
Not
Under a
enough,
mile.
Kim Russell.
Mhm.
So what are they again?
How many miles of hair grow in a year? If you have 100,000 hairs, they grow half an inch, and then you put them end by end. Is it more than 7 miles? Is it enough to go to the moon and back? Is it 1 mile or is it under 1 mile?
More than 7 miles.
I'm gonna say under a mile because
Under a mile?
because I
Okay.
just don't. I can't get there.
Okay, let me zoom in here. More than 7 miles.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Try the veal.
Wow.
We're so glad you
Wow.
came.
Wow.
Especially Kim Russell, we love you.
Wow.
You're so
Oh, did
active
she-
on the live, girl.
Now let's see what happens next. Oddly enough, 7 Mile is a road in Detroit. A movie by a similar name.
Do you know Detroit has the highest criminal rate in like United States of America?
It's
I've
not
been
here.
there.
Oh yeah, did you get carjacked?
No.
Did you get jacked?
That's where Elvis lived, right?
And Eminem.
And him. Oh, whoa.
Wow, he would.
Whoa. You had to one up that.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
So there was a movie by a similar name that featured a
along.
blonde-haired white rapper named Bunny Rabbit.
Okay, I know this.
The movie was called 8 Mile because that was a real street in Detroit.
Yes.
Bunny Rabbit was
Oh, we're
played-
really segueing into like from Eminem to.
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
Bunny Rabbit.
Did you
a
plan
hair,
that?
It's a hair reference. I know where he's going.
Uh-huh.
Big Eminem fan. Bunny Rabbit was played by Eminem.
Okay.
In that movie, Code debuted with his hit song "Lose Yourself,"
Oh, in the music.
where he talked about spaghetti.
Her mom's spaghetti.
Yes.
There we go.
That's all I got.
Now, when Eminem came out, blonde hair on boys
Yeah.
was hot.
Yes.
As a teen,
According to who?
as a teen boy, I can tell you the tang I got.
Especially after he performed at the MTV Music Awards and like
Where
he
all
had
the
like
blonde boys
10,000
came out?
blonde boys
Yeah.
came out. I was like, at that point I was like, all right, fine.
As a boy,
If you're gonna
who-
force it
All
on
right,
me,
fine.
as a boy who had a cap put on him, and then his mom hooked his hair.
As a boy that had Kim Basinger as his mother.
Yeah.
Like based out Kim Basinger.
Well, she was still a nice lady in the movie. So my mom hooked my hair, pulled it out through the, I don't know, the
Cap.
the cap, and then
Highlight cap.
frosted those tips. I'm just going to tell you.
Yes.
In middle school, the tang.
So
was,
you're almost 40 also, is what you're saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Frosted Tips gave it away.
A couple of years later, M would come out with a song called "Just Lose It," not
Okay.
to be confused with "Lose Yourself." In this, he mocked a lot of people, but one person felt very burnt by the portrayal that Eminem did. They called into Steve Harvey's radio show to report their displeasure. They
He
said,
had a radio show?
"I'm very angry at Eminem's depiction of me in this video." The depiction included a real-life event in which this celebrity's hair caught on fire. Which celebrity was it?
Okay.
Was it Arnold Schwarzenegger? Was it Donald Trump? Was it Michael Jackson? Was it Paris Hilton?
I feel like that's a Mike Jackson. movie.
Michaela Jacksonia,
Okay, let me zoom
my
in
favorite
here.
drag queen.
Um,
No, not Fred Durst, Kim Russell.
Michael Jackson's hair caught on fire during the filming of
Pepsi
a
commercial.
Pepsi commercial.
Really?
Yeah, because of the hairspray and the
Because all the Jerry
Flammables.
curls.
yeah, it was all
The
very
Jerry curl. Yes. And he had his baby hairs
alcohol-centric.
laid on his head.
yeah, and nice little design.
Wait,
there.
that was real though.
That was real. Eminem made the video. His nose fell off.
And
then his
also,
hair
he
lit on
made
fire.
in the video,
Yeah.
he was one of the first straight men to portray a drag queen. He did Madonna with the pointy cone
Boobs.
titties, and he
Yeah.
did like a whole little moment.
yeah,
Eminem?
Yeah.
Yes, honey.
Yeah, Paris Hilton
Yes,
was in the
ma'am.
video.
I was grounded that year, so I didn't. I didn't
that's
see
right,
anything
yeah.
on MTV.
That was he
or
was like the
VH1.
first guy to do like all these
Cross-dressing.
celebrities, and he did Madonna with the pointy.
If you're gonna do Madonna, that's the era to do
And
it.
he kind of slayed.
Yeah,
it was
I-
a slayage.
Of course, yeah.
Now,
Slayana.
And he did Anna Nicole Smith in that same music video.
Oh, I didn't catch that one. Oh, yeah, I've got to rewatch this. And to be honest, I've like looked that up before, and I don't even know if it's still out. I've got to like relook it up.
It's out there.
It's
yeah,
out there.
Yeah, it's in the
Posting it tomorrow.
who's winning right now?
Josh
of
is.
us.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, Wayne, you're down one
Okay.
actually, but luckily this
Catch
is the
up.
last question.
and it's
And
worth
it's
5
worth-
points.
50,000 points. The last question,
Are
fellas.
you excited?
In the 1994 hit action movie True Lies, directed by James Cameron,
Okay, we're back at this.
Florida's famous 7 Mile Bridge makes an appearance at the end and actually gets blown
Oh
up.
yeah.
The St. Pete one?
The Keys.
Oh, I've never
Yes.
been. Okay.
In the same film,
I'm going to lose.
what host of the NBC hit show The Apprentice appears in a Harrier jet and says, "You're fired," and shoots off a rocket? Not multiple choice. You guess.
1, 2, 3. Donald
Donald
Trump. Trump. No, Donald, not Trump.
Donnie Trump.
Donnie,
Okay.
Donisha, Trumpisha.
Donald Trump, 1994.
Omarosa.
Huh. Let me zoom in here.
Is Omarosa an option?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What?
He hosted The Apprentice Celebrity Edition.
He's Republican?
He did say you're fired. I don't know what his political stance is.
Oh, I
He
thought I
was-
heard Republican. My bad.
As governor, he was Republican.
Governor.
Yeah.
But he said you're fired first and then hosted The Apprentice in its last
And Trump stole
season.
it?
I
Oh,
guess
that's
so.
genius. No, I love that.
And that's Florida, and that's why I am the best quiz maker. And Josh, you win.
Yes.
And we have you a second bottle of
What
Josh
do I win?
wine.
Oh, you want me?
That was supposed to be hidden,
Let's go.
but it was given to you all at once. 'cause
I'm honored. Thank
Wayne
you.
likes to blow his load.
I'm-
3, 2. All right. So time traveling has been a subject of interest for a lot of people,
Not for me.
Okay.
for some folks.
Okay.
And so it's been a trope in media, right? So like Back to the Future is a good example
Yeah.
We're going back in time.
he gets it.
Is that the song?
That's the Back to the Future's theme song.
yeah,
the
you
old
know.
the old man
I
sings
didn't
it.
study
Get
it.
out of here,
I
Adam.
didn't
Are
study
you
it.
kidding
Yeah.
I mean,
me?
I'm more of a
I didn't
dude.
study it either. I was just born.
in the Back of the Future. No, here's my thing though, dude. I when I was younger, I believed that to be a documentary when I saw that movie. I thought
I
it was
gotcha.
real.
Yeah.
I wasn't a smart child.
You didn't understand TV.
I played with rocks. I didn't know what was going
movies.
on. Yeah, I didn't.
You were like, oh my God, my fingers are disappearing while I play the guitar.
exactly.
What do I do?
You get it. So more recently though, Christopher Nolan had a movie, sci-fi hit called Interstellar. Okay, that dealt with time travel
Oh
my
a little
God,
more
that movie-
serious.
You watched
That
it,
movie-
Josh?
Break your heart.
Oh, that movie makes me cry on levels.
Matthew McConaughey like crying on a spaceship is just a dream.
No, crying when he sees his daughter like
Yes.
75 years old on
Yes.
her deathbed, and he's still like
Well, spoiler
28.
alert.
Old lady daughter, yes. Well, here's the thing: time travel like captured people's attention, and the thing that stood out for me about Interstellar is it treated time travel as like a real scientific possibility. So Christopher Nolan, the director and the writer, he reached out to like these physicists and these scientists and was like, "Hey, like theoretically, how would time travel be real?"
That's pretty nerdy.
It is, but they wrote it into the film of like this is how time travel
I
would
like
exist.
Futurama.
Kind of similar. You're thinking of The Simpsons, but it's pretty close.
Yeah. Bart.
Yeah, you get it. Eat my shorts. But so time travel was explained to be real in this movie, right? So the reason why I'm bringing this up, I'm setting it up because recently there was an accusation that there was a time traveler in Florida.
Ron DeSantis.
Yes.
Because of his boots, right?
I was gonna say his boots.
Yeah.
Oh
If
my God,
anything's
they're
traveling
so
through time.
cunt.
Yeah, they.
His boots.
Yeah.
They're so cunt.
Yeah.
The gays are eating it up, honey. The gays are eating
Yeah?
it up.
Why did they like
honey.
Why did?
Because
they
it
get-
had heels on them.
Of course, yeah.
Anything with heels, they were called. What's what we call kitty cat heels.
Is he serving though? you
Damn
think he was like, no, right?
It was a serve. It was a slight slay.
So I can add a heel to this sriracha, and then I'm like,
Yes,
I'm good.
ma'am. You sure can.
We're pretty
Okay.
anti-DeSantis on this show, but
Yeah.
we will give him the credit for the
We'll
heels.
give him tens for the heels.
for the heels.
Yeah.
Okay.
those
So
are 10s for
this
sure.
time traveler in Florida,
DeSantis is gagged. Yes, he is. We're gagged. 'cause
Oh my goodness.
DeSantis were in the kitten heels.
guys, the live stream's popping off tonight.
Wow, who wrote
This is
that?
huge. So there's a time traveler supposedly in Florida, and we know about this because of TikTok. So I want you guys to help me kind of hash this out because I want time travel to be real. I want to go back and just
Okay.
see how I would have done a second time
If
around.
it was proven anywhere, it would be on TikTok. So.
And in Florida, if it's Florida
I go to TikTok
energy.
for everything. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie. I go to TikTok for everything.
Recipes?
I go to TikTok for like 3 seconds, like just tell me what the hell I need to know, and
Yes.
that's it. Like that's
It's a great search engine too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's all.
There's an account. This guy's name is Alec Shale.
Okay.
And up until about a month ago, Alec had a normal white guy giving financial advice channel, right? Finance
Oh, I
bro.
gotcha. Crypto.
Yeah, kind of like.
Did it say white guy or did you just add that?
He is white, and I added it because I want people to understand how boring his channel was.
I like
Okay.
I like this podcast.
Did you
Yeah.
wear cargo shorts?
He had like my dad has money and I'm an idiot energy.
It's giving
Yeah.
that
Okay.
energy.
It's giving. I got
I
maced on.
sleep with women.
Yes, I got maced on
Yeah.
Jan 6.
Yeah,
Like, it had,
yeah.
like, that
I have
kind
a
of-
white polo and a torch.
That kind of energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So boring TikTok, Alex Shale. But about a month ago, he signs on to his followers, or he signs on with his followers and says, "Hey, one of my properties," which again, okay, this is the energy.
Oh, a landlord, of course.
Yeah, he's a landlord, of course, an abuser. One of his properties in Florida had something weird happen. So he posts the footage from his Ring doorbell
Okay.
of his house in Florida. And he's puzzled because he sees a younger man walking onto his property, and the man goes into his shed that's on the back of the property,
Weren't we just talking about this?
and then disappears.
and he disappears. So you know about this?
Oh,
No,
this
we were
isn't-
talking about this about Sniffies.
This isn't the Yeehaw
about
Junction.
the
Okay.
the
Yeah.
location was the shed.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, the
This
meetup.
This could be loosely related. Okay. Okay.
Oh, it's all full circle. Got it.
Sniffies.
On this Ring doorbell, this young man walks into a shed on this guy's property, Alex's
Okay.
property.
Yep.
He never comes out.
Ever.
He never comes out.
Yep, Sniffies.
And so,
wow.
this guy Alec, he posts to his TikTok and goes, "Hey, isn't this odd? This is my Ring doorbell footage from Florida, my property in Florida. This guy goes in the shed. He never comes out,
Yeah. A man enters a spot, never comes out.
and there's no back door."
That's concerning.
Okay. He,
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, not that we know of. Everybody's got one.
There's
Not this place. It's the only front entrance. That's it.
preach. Yeah.
Okay,
Same.
so the
Which is clearly time travel.
100%. His followers
Yeah.
go, "Why not call the cops? You're not in Florida.
Okay.
You can't do anything about this. Your camera footage shows this
I don't
guy."
like that. Call the cops as the first step.
But they're all white though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah,
So
that is the first step
so
for
very
them.
caring energy.
I
So
love
I'm
it. I
scared
love
and
it
I'm
so
white.
much.
What do I do?
the cops. Yeah, and they show up just guns blazing.
Of course.
Yeah, shooting holes in the shed. No, okay. Come out with your hands up.
Yeah.
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 So no, he goes to the footage. The guy never comes out. The cops come, and they're looking around the property, and they say, "Hey, there's nothing out of the ordinary. I've gone."
Oh,
in the
they
shed."
go in
They go in the shed,
and they come out.
and there's no one there.
Okay, well that's good.
They go, "Hey, there's
They
nobody."
don't
in
get
the...
sucked in either.
No, they
There's
go in
just
the
a
shed.
weird like burn sign on the ground.
Like a
that
pentagram.
someone
Oh,
time
no.
traveled
Okay.
through.
Yes, but the cops go, "Hey, there's nothing in the shed. Not even
Huh.
there's no human in here, right? Like, it's,
Yeah.
and the shed was locked, by the way." So
Oh.
they're like, "Hey, there's nobody in there. Like, you're lying." And the guy goes, "No, I've got the footage here
Hmm.
of this man going in my shed." And the cops go, "Hey, there's no one here, right?"
Yeah.
So then this guy, this TikToker Alec, he posts the cop footage online just to go, "Hey, look, I called the
Oh,
cops."
wow. Backup.
And the cops are going, "Hey, like, there's nothing
Do you
here,
have
right?"
the footage right now?
It's
Yeah.
on TikTok. I have screenshots, but not the
Oh,
footage.
wow.
I'm just
Oh,
teasing
oh,
you guys.
there's
Teasing you guys with
screenshots.
screenshots. And so he calls the cops, right? Cops go, "Everything's fine, whatever." Alex jumps back on the TikTok later on that night, and he goes, "Guys, something weird just happened. I have footage now of someone leaving my shed, but it's a different man leaving the shed, and he never went in." So
Okay.
he's saying a different guy is now leaving my show. Guy number one goes in the shed, never comes out. Cops go, no one's there. Hours later, like the next day, a different man walks out of the shed, and there's zero footage of him going in.
I think I saw this Miss Doubtfire.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes,
Yeah. He goes in.
yes.
Yeah.
He comes out,
he's
an
a
old
lady.
woman. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Robin
weird.
goes in Robin Williams.
Yeah,
Comes out an old woman with prosthetics on
An
his
old
face.
British woman.
Yes.
I just want to go on the record to say I believe all of this.
Thank
I
you.
think it's
Okay.
real. And the second you think nothing's real, it's real.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I like
Aliens are
that
real.
stance.
Yes.
That's a strong stance.
It's not a strong stance. It's actually very common throughout America.
Well, I think it's strong. That was a personal thing.
it's real. It's real.
I thought it was a weak stance.
No, I think it's so real.
No, it is real.
I think the stuff that you don't like, that's the stuff that's like
Zionist.
so weird. Don't get me started, because I will run into that rabbit hole.
It's mediocrely real.
I will
Yes.
nosedive into that rabbit hole.
Okay, here's what the security footage shows us, right? And I brought some printouts.
I also want to know if there's like foliage behind this, like
Thank you.
connected to it. Where
Let me
it's like,
show you the
yeah.
shed first. Let me show you the shed first.
Is there a hydrangea?
The shed in the back. Pass that
What's
around.
that in front of it?
That's
That's
a
the guy
human
pointing with
at
a
it.
green screen.
Okay.
Now,
Which shed?
The shed in the back is
The
the shed we're
small-
Why does he
talking
have
about.
so many sheds?
Big shed guy.
Shed McShedderson.
Yeah. Yeah, the shredder. The shedder.
Yeah,
The
maybe
shedder and
that's
the Foot
maybe
Clan.
that's a pump house.
Yes. The shed man. Pump house. They called my dorm room that in high school or college, actually. The pump house.
I can't.
I'm never coming back to this podcast ever again.
No, you just said you
You're
loved
invited
it.
every week.
I'm coming every week.
That's what.
Yeah.
Okay. So
This guy, real nerd though.
look at his face.
Those are a lot of sheds, honestly.
Yeah,
Is
too
he a
many
Mount Dora?
sheds.
Is he a Mount Dora?
Yes.
That's suspicious.
the shed
That's
in the back
Mondora.
is the time travel shed. Okay. Now let me show you guys this. This is the first guy that went in. Take a look. This is guy number 1, and for the audio,
I've seen that guy.
for the
oh, that
audio
guy,
listeners,
I've seen that. That's an
His
actor.
name is Paul.
I wrote-
He's in the Fallout.
yes,
He has
He's
a
also
backpack
in the,
on.
dude, he does look like the guy from Fallout.
he does that. It's that big dome.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Look
five
at that
head.
forehead.
Yeah.
So-
is that a
Head.
Guess T-shirt?
Okay, you see, so
That's
see,
an outlet.
Look at his look at his
T-shirt. I've
capris
seen
that he's wearing.
Oh, wow.
capris and a guest shirt. So straight, obviously.
Clearly
but,
going to the future.
but look at the number 1 I wrote next to it. That's exhibit number 1.
Oh,
this is
okay.
the guy
You wrote that.
This is the guy going into the shed, right?
Yep.
The guy that comes out of the shed
Oh, what? I like that it says Guess. How curious.
Oh my God, Stephen King.
is
Ew.
He comes out
Kinda
Stephen
looks
Oh my
King.
like
gosh.
Stephen King.
Same forehead though.
He goes
Okay.
in one way and comes out Stephen King.
So when the TikToker posts these photos, the audience goes, "Wait, that's the same dude, but older."
Dome.
So they're saying that the young version goes in the shed, and then the next day the older version comes
That
out.
dome is very
I was
similar.
gonna say, first of all, that 10 head is legit.
Yeah.
Yes.
What would
baby
you
shiny.
recommend as a stylist? What would you recommend he
I would
do
take it
about
shorter
that
on
dome?
the sides to
Yeah.
make sure that we're like keeping integrity in the middle.
Yeah.
But clearly the future doesn't give a shite about that.
Are those future clothes? Or are those like is that
Kinda.
like
He's
a,
wearing Star Trek
soccer
clothes. Yes, that's
Kinda.
a Star Trek polo.
So young guy goes in, old guy comes out. Looks like the same guy, kinda.
Oh my God, I love
It
this
really
story.
does. The glasses.
I'm not going
do
to bed
look
tonight
the
because I'm
same.
just gonna dive into this.
It
when
gets
I get
worse.
home.
I like
gets
that
worse.
glasses.
He
tech-
comes back as a woman.
It gets worse. Here we go.
Glasses
He goes
tech
back as a
has to
woman.
move forward.
The internet
She's
takes
trans.
this shot right here of the old man coming out
And compares it to
the
Stephen
internet
King.
takes it and does a reverse image search, and it turns out that there's a guy with a Quora account.
Quora,
Quora
what's
is
that?
where you ask questions.
Q-U-O-R-A.
It's like before Reddit. Yeah, before
Q-U-O-R-A.
Reddit.
Quora.
It's an old website.
It's like Expert Village.
So the internet does a reverse image search on this old man's picture.
How?
They find a Quora account owned by this guy
You're ruining my life
from
right now.
10 years ago,
Ew.
and all of his questions are about time travel and how to time travel.
Stop this.
So
This is nonsense.
no, this
Baby,
is real.
it's real.
The long con.
Henny.
So here's the thing.
What did he ask though?
Like basically, how do you time travel?
Okay,
Like he
well.
wants to go back to like whatever time it was. So
The
so
50s, I'm
the
sure
internet
of
finds
it.
the Quora account with this guy's face from 10 years ago talking about time travel. Okay.
Yep.
Here's the thing. This guy died in 2018. There's
Oh,
no-
but the only thing I can think about is that he's going back to his love that lives
Yes.
at that time frame, and that's
Racism.
it's, he's connecting with her, and that's
yes.
it.
There's an
The
obituary.
Notebook.
There's an obituary by his lover wrote online how she missed him.
Yeah.
And before you get too sentimental, he was a racist.
Of course.
I'm kidding. He wasn't.
Yeah.
No. I'm kidding. Okay. No.
like this racist
Which
need
shed
love.
though?
The back
This-
shed there.
That.
Yes.
that-
There's two. Which back shed?
the pump house.
The pump house.
The pump house.
Yes. Boochie, boochie, boochie. Okay, so here's the thing, though, dude.
Guys.
If this is a prank, it's 10 years in the making because this Quora account's old as dirt.
It's real. It's real.
yes.
Wow.
And here's the thing. There's
Nobody
al-
even uses Quora anymore.
but there's also the side effect that maybe it's not the same person, but it looks like the same guy. It's
But what if
younger.
there's like a dungeon that they like brush the dirt and leaves off and then lift up and then jump under, and then over time it covers and they're like, just kidding, there was the Underground Railroad under there.
So
Oh,
you're
Harriet
suggesting
Tubman.
You're suggesting the cops didn't do due
That's
diligence.
racist.
What you said?
That's
You
racist.
said Underground Railroad.
I did not say anything about black people. I did not say anything about Underground
On the
Railroad.
record,
I'm not Republican for the record.
no one suspects that. Okay.
I feel like saying Harriet Tubman is the least racist thing someone could
What?
do.
Rosa Parks? How dare you? This is a
I-
progressive conversation.
I want to take a vote before we sign off here on whether or not we think this fella is a time traveler. I think I think
Yes.
I
The
think
dome matches.
the dome matches, bro.
Ooh.
That forehead does not lie. If you
10
put them
head.
side by side,
Yep.
that's like a father-son duo.
I
at
just want to
best.
see what Stephen King looks younger.
I just want to point out
The guy who owns the channel.
there's also a dome on the fella
He
Okay.
does have a domisha.
I'm gonna say,
and glasses.
well, yeah, and they all three did.
Mm.
In order for this to be fake, here's what would have to happen: you'd have to hire actors as cops. You'd have to hire an actor
That's
to
easy.
play the both guys going in, edit the footage somehow.
Easy.
It's possible. The
Was
core.
this in Mount Dora?
It was in
feels like
Volusia
near
County? Was this in
Sarasota.
It
Volusia
was
County? Hold on.
I just want to say it does feel complicated, but the core account sells it for me.
Oh yeah, a 10-year-old account.
Talking about time travel.
Hmm.
And then
It's real.
And also, when the older guy leaves the cabin or leaves the shed, I'm sorry, and goes to the front yard, there's a car that's been parked there for days and days and days. He goes around, puts his head in the passenger side, and talks to the person in the driver's side.
Oh my god.
And then when he walks away,
gross.
the car follows him.
I'm not going to bed tonight. I'm gonna study every aspect
Look
of
up
this whole
Florida Time Traveler on TikTok. And then you
Okay.
heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. When you listen to this episode,
So he talked to the person, then kept
it
walking.
leaves, and that car that had been there for days follows him. Like,
thing. And
turns
he's
around
just sitting
follows him.
outside waiting for someone to come through and be like, "So you're back."
Right. Like that's the
Oh
thing
my
is like my love,
You
my
better be a
mi amor.
billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're coming back, like
Right. You
I
better
don't-
like invest in Apple really hard.
Yeah, I don't care.
10 years ago?
10 years ago, it would have been what company would have been hot back then?
Facebook.
Stussy,
No, not Facebook.
Yep.
Stussy.
Quicksilver,
Yep.
DC's.
Josh Wine.
Joshua.
Just getting started
Oh man,
with the grapes, you know.
Ooh.
Can I just say what's been a treat tonight, Josh Vasquez? Everything about you.
Me?
Everything about you.
A pleasure to be here. I hope to come back and
Oh, you're incredible.
ruin your show a lot
What are
more.
you doing next week?
Coming here.
Let's
well,
go.
well, we have someone planned, but you can definitely sit in the audience.
I will sit in the audience. I will come here and like I will yell things from the audience
That's
as
what I'm talking
contribution.
about. We want to roll the red carpet out for you here at the end at the close,
Metaphorically.
Please.
metaphorically. What do you have coming up? How can people find your work? Book you? What's it look like?
So by all means, please Denim Khaki. It should be on the Instagram. I'm sure if you're following everything. The next thing I have coming up is I do host the Rocky Horror Picture Show at the Polk Theater the weekend before Halloween.
Yes.
Come watch that. It's a debacle. It's crazy. It's out of control. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you guys so much for
course.
inviting me.
Sorry,
the
it
most,
took 279
the most welcome,
episodes.
the most comfortable. I was concerned a little bit
Of course.
before I got here.
Two
and then,
40-year-old
you know.
white guys. We
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I
thank
was
God. Thank
concerned.
God I'm 39.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Now you said denim khaki. If you look over here and you look at my outfit,
Wow.
Oh my God.
I mean, obviously
Stop.
this
So I
is-
believe in signs like on the regular. Like
Like
I'm
Mel
like
Gibson
weird.
and-
Like
Yes.
people
Khaki.
walking through a back shed for time travel.
oh
Yes.
my gosh,
Um,
this is more of a chambray.
So mine,
but there's denim.
the
over there.
name came from somebody that was like, you need something that's like opposite, like morning night, or like, so I was
Wow.
like denim khaki.
Yeah, like Seal,
There you go. You're welcome.
the musical artist. Like you wouldn't expect Seal to sing like that.
With a face like that, no, you
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Oh. I love that
And
we,
then like Heidi Klum's like on that
Yeah,
face.
I love that
Right?
we just
Wow.
end roasting Seal. Like
Yeah.
a face like
Still,
that.
That's
he's
how we end
he's
it.
a time traveler, if anybody.
Live stream. We love
I mean, to
Josh.
get Heidi Klum.
One of the best times I've had at work. I'm not
Right.
kidding. That's amazing.
good.
Dude.
I'm glad.
Amazing.
I'm
so
glad.
fun. And can we say bye to live stream? We love you. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks for helping us go further, faster. And
Wow, Kim, that's a throwback. The 50s, what a time to be alive, is a saying that I said in maybe episode 15.
Bye, Lorelai. We
Big-
love you.
big cars, big women.
Yep, the
Kim, you were
50s.
so great.
Yeah. Kim and Jamos are actually together. So,
They're Siamese twins.
yeah.
And so
Stuck
it's-
They're the
together.
sisters that are attached by the body.
yes.
Yeah.
That just have
Let's
heads.
talk. Let's
just
talk
got
about
married.
that. Okay,
They just got married.
the twins
Yeah.
that are conjoined.
That's a threesome.
It's two. Yes,
It's not
it's,
blessed by God.
It's two. Right.
That
It's
is not a threesome if they have a unified.
vajay.
I don't want to say it.
Vagina, I believe it's
Yeah,
pronounced
but-
when they're.
Vagine.
Yeah. So that thing actually.
Cater.
Well, that's
wanted
very,
to say
that's
something
very
naughty.
Polk County of
I
you.
wanted to say something naughty.
That's very Polk County,
Are
yeah.
we still on? We're not still on.
no, we're good. Coach. Yeah, no. My wife and I were debating about this because I'm like, they have two heads, obviously. They have whatever.
We're like this. The sisters
One
or Gypsy
torso.
Rose? Which one?
I take Gypsy Rose.
Whoa!
I think the sisters,
I'd take the sisters.
because
I'd be like this. Mwah, mwah, mwah,
they've struggled their
mwah,
whole life, so
mwah.
they would work for it. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
it would
my-
be
You
like
You don't think Gypsy Rose has?
Baby, she's been in jail. She's
turned.
turned.
Oh God.
She done did the thing, baby.
Oh my goodness.
She done did the thing.
That was incredible.
We're off the, and I'm
Oh,
still,
yeah,
I'm
that's
still
great.
on it.
That's work, dude.
Oh.